While Selling Sunset's Chrishell Stause's life might look glamorous now, it wasn't always that way. For the first time, she is sharing stories of her life and the hard work it took to get here in under construction, and we are so excited to catch up with her now. Welcome, good to see you.
Thank you for having me. This is an exciting day.
It is an exciting, I mean, how are you feeling? Because it's like you birthed this book today and now it's out for everyone to see.
It's such a long process and it's so much work. So for the day to actually be here, I'm a little nervous. I can't wait to see what people's reactions are. I share a lot of stories that I haven't shared before, so it's all the things: excitement, nervousness.
Yeah, it is all the things. I mean, you know, you talk about everything that fans want to know about. Obviously, they always want to know about relationships, past and present. But we also see kind of this vulnerable side to you, and you call this a humorous memoir. So was it always something that you had to work towards to have a positive attitude, or is it something that comes naturally with you, do you think?
I think it does tend to come naturally a little bit, but then there are times where, you know, life really takes you down, and then you do have to work at it. And so I think it's one of those things where, you know, it varies. I think my blood type is B positive, so I like to say it's in my blood to be positive. But, you know, of course, there are those times where, you know, those life events happen, and I don't care how, you know, naturally positive you are. It's tough.
It is tough.
That's part of the book is, you know, trying to, you know, share that thing where it's like, if we didn't have those failures, then you're never going to get to the success, and it's part of it. So actually, failure is a good thing.
It is a good thing. We learn from failure, but we also have, you know, obviously everyone knows you as this realtor, actress, dancer, but you got to do some other really odd jobs in order to get to that place, and you share some of them. Let's talk about some of them now.
Yes, I go through a list of crazy jobs in the book. I was a Dairy Queen manager. I was at one point a Walmart Barbie. I'd signed, you know, Barbie with the heart over the eye. Sold knives door to door. Lots of crazy stuff.
Yeah. Well, you spent a lot of time in New York while you were doing All My Children.
Yep.
What was your favorite thing about living here? Because now you live in California, which it's a complete opposite.
I love New York. I'm so excited to be back. I can't wait to come back for longer, but I just miss the energy, you know? I mean, it's just, you can't get it anywhere else in the world.
You can't.
And, you know, I went to Carbone last night, so I also I'm going to miss that the second that I leave, because I want to eat that every single day.
Because we have better food than Los Angeles.
It's true.
Sorry, guys. We just do. But, you know, what are you hoping that someone from a small town takes away from reading this book? Because you give a lot of inspirational tips, too.
Yeah, I think that, you know, when I was living in that small rural area, it was one of those things where, you know, I couldn't even have imagined what was in my future. And so I think that if you know, whatever your dreams are, they're not too big. Because at this point, I've exceeded what I would have even imagined. You know, so just to really, like, swing for the fences.
Lean in.
You know?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, they're dreams. They're not, you know, sometimes, you know, goals can be a little more in place that makes sense, but when you're dreaming, you need to
make it big.
Yeah.
Make it big. And I know that you're currently taping season 5 of Selling Sunset. How are you enjoying it, and what can you tell us about this new season?
So I will say we actually have 5 in the can, so it's ready. Well, I don't know that's ready, but we're done filming. You know, I think, you know, that because I think they have to translate it to all these different languages. So it's coming out soon, so people won't have to wait that much longer. So. Yeah.
I mean, how are you about watching it? Do you watch it back, or?
I do, because, you know, we don't know what they're going to use, so it's an anxious process, because we're only watching it a week before everyone sees it.
Oh gosh!
So you have a week to brace yourself. But, you know, it's hard because, you know, you're watching these moments of your life that were in real time, and then months later, you know, it's not always, you know, where you're at, or there's some things that you're like, oh my God, I wish I hadn't said that.
Oh my gosh.
So
I know, but you're used to it by now.
You just have to embrace the process. I wouldn't be here without the show, and so I'm so grateful for everything that it's brought. I really am. And so, you know, there's the good, the bad, the ugly. I think that's why people like the show.
That's part of life. That's part of life. And if you get a New York Times bestseller, you're going to get another tattoo. We'll find out about that soon. And you can meet Chrishell tonight at Bookends in New Jersey. And the book Under Construction is out everywhere books are sold and digitally today. So, Chrishell, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.